Hey guys, Triforce of Doom here, and welcome to my reaction to the latest death battle, which is Zoro versus Erza. And I know I'm a little late for this, despite how hyped I was. I just had a lot of stuff on my plate at the time. And this is going to be probably uploaded at least 2 days after this is recorded, due to internet access here in Japan before I leave. So yeah, with all that said, let's get this thing started.
Past, present, or future, one kind of fighter has stood the test of time. The swordsman.
And today's combatants are two of the most skilled warriors to ever wield a blade.
Roronoa Zoro, the feared swordsman of the Straw Hat Pirates.
And Erza Scarlet, the battle mage of the Fairy Tail Guild.
I really need to catch up on Fairy Tail.
And it's our job
I really
to analyze
do.
their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh, those are full sprites.
As a child, Roronoa Zoro dreamed of becoming the greatest swordsman in the world.
But he didn't just enroll at a dojo, he showed up, challenged everyone, and then just sort of stuck around.
Yep.
Zoro's dojo training sharpened his natural talent with a sword, but there was one person he could never quite manage to beat. His sensei's daughter, Kuina. They dueled a lot, and Kuina won every single match.
It was
2,001 of them.
Yeah,
Damn, you
that
think
much.
you would have gotten at least one in?
Despite the constant defeat, Kuina and Zoro were very close friends. Together, they promised that someday one of them would become the world's best swordsman.
And then she fell down some stairs and died.
I'm not kidding. That is the
Like an
legit
unacceptable way for a
backstory.
master swordsman to bite the dust.
Does thin out the competition for world's best swordsman, though.
True. I mean, that's how I became the world's best shotgun woodcarver.
After Kuina's death, Zoro inherited her sword and used it to hone his skills even further. Eventually leaving
yes, the Apple sense of direction. I wonder if that'll come into play. Seriously, if you've seen the anime or read the manga, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
He became a bounty hunter and wandered around the ocean until he ran into a weird, stretchy pirate kid.
You mean Monkey D. Luffy, who brought Zoro onto his crew of Straw Hat Pirates.
As the
Actually worked
second
out
member.
pretty well, since Luffy was already looking to hire him anyway. Turns out, Zoro has quite a reputation.
At this point, he was already a master swordsman, and after finding and training under Mihawk, his swordsmanship became legendary.
He created his own fighting style, Santoryu, also called three-sword style.
That's
because
literally
he
what
uses
translates
three
to.
swords, one in each hand and one in his freaking mouth.
And it's amazing.
That doesn't seem very safe.
Oh, shut up, Wiz. Badasses don't care about safety.
Regardless, with the three-sword style, Zoro can perform several unique attacks, including the Onigiri, where he strikes with all three blades at once.
Or the Tatsumaki, where he makes a tornado dragon.
By swinging his swords a certain way, he can fire compressed air projectiles toward an opponent, like with his deadliest technique, the 1080-pound cannon. And last but not least, he knows the Santoryu 9-sword style.
Yes.
Wait, did he just grow 4 more arms and 2 more heads? How the hell did he do that?
It's just an illusion, but it still somehow has physical presence.
I
He's
just
like
got
a human slap chop with a total of 9 swords.
That's one way to put it. In addition to his skills with a blade, Zoro is able to use Haki, a mysterious power that every living being possesses, but only a select few have learned how to use.
Hockey, much like Neapolitan ice cream, comes in 3 flavors, and Zoro
that's
only
quite
has
the
access
comparison.
to chocolate and vanilla.
I don't even... Well, one of those flavors is observation Haki.
That's vanilla.
Of course. Which, in some ways, is similar to Spider-Man's Spidey Sense.
Yep,
Zoro
pretty
can
accurate
sense
comparison
the
there.
location of other people, even if they're invisible or far away, and can also predict most opponents' attacks.
Then chocolate.
It's
Everyone's
beautiful.
favorite hockey flavor is armament hockey. This lets him form an invisible
That is a
arm
very
around
good
his
comparison,
sword
actually.
protection,
Holy crap.
Or harden his swords to make his strikes cut through almost anything.
With both Haki,
The sword
Zoro has
strengthening
built real
technique was an
assets
awesome
for
thing to
Straw Hat
witness.
Pirates. They've traveled the world and had a lot of weird adventures.
That's true.
Like that time Zoro fought a literal living mountain man named Pika and sliced
I
and
swear,
flayed
it
in
took
half.
a year for that arc to
So
finish.
powerful, it didn't just cut through Pika, it sent
fact, that
his
might
top
not be
half
exaggeration.
flying upward. Considering Pika's enormous size and approximate mass, this strike had to have been more powerful than the first ever deployed hydrogen bomb, the 11 megaton Castle Romeo.
Also, Zoro's pretty damn fast.
Oh yeah,
One
punched all
time
through a
he
tidal
moved
wave.
So quickly, he seemed invisible to a room full of highly trained assassins. And when the odds are against him, he'll keep pushing himself, even past the point of bleeding out.
Thus, he's powered through some
Yeah.
incredibly intense pain, such as...
That was a really... Oh, God. Get out.
Holy shit! How the hell is he still standing after that?
Pure
That's a good
bad
question. After a battle
sorry.
with Kuma, a bear man because this is One Piece, Zoro took on not only his own pain from near death, but also Luffy's, despite being told that doing so would surely kill him. But it just didn't.
And he doesn't even brag about it. What a badass.
Yep.
Zoro is definitely the stoic badass type, but he can't do everything. He's a sword fighter above all, and prefers to fight up close and personal.
He also has the world's
Yep.
shittiest sense of direction.
No
he gets lost without
kidding.
someone there literally reading the map for him, and could never survive on his own without his friends.
You might think Zoro would be more of a lone wolf type of guy, but no. Much like how Kuina's death spurred him on to become a great swordsman, it's his friends who keep him fighting.
Yep.
I set sail for only one reason, to meet you,
And what is your goal?
to beat you.
Wow, that's no less awesome in English.
Scarlet grew up in a small rural town called Rosemary Village. It was pretty picturesque as far as childhoods go.
Hold on, Wiz, I'm getting a premonition. Despite everything seeming perfect, something terrible happens.
A murderous cult attacked, destroyed
Oh,
the city,
well,
and
yeah, I'll do
inspired
it.
children to build a tower to resurrect their evil overlord.
I really need to catch up on Fairy Tail.
Young
I'm a
Erza
little
was
bit past the
perfect,
time
and
skip.
while she may have lost an eye in the process, she also gained a friend, Jalal Fernandez. He actually gave Erza her last name.
I forgot that was his last
after her
name.
Red hair.
She and her buddies swore they'd escape, so Erza ended up staging a revolt and saved the other slaves thanks to discovering her latent magical powers.
Unfortunately, not everyone made it out.
Turns out Jalal got possessed by some spirit that made him a huge dick, and she had to go without him.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Fine, if you want to leave so badly, then I'm not going to stop you. But you'll have to go alone.
That's his English
After
voice,
that
okay.
nightmare, Erza swore to dedicate her life to helping and protecting the innocent, and so joined the Fairy Tale Magicians Guild. Luckily for them, she possessed a great skill set for a mage.
Her main thing is requip magic, which is basically like having an armory with you at all times, without having to
So
lug it
cool.
around.
Requip magic allows Erza to summon her vast array of weapons and armor at will, meaning she can use multiple combinations of swords, lances, and outfits all in one fight without ever really slowing down.
Damn, that'd be useful for all my weapons. How many's she packing?
She's rumored to have access to as many as 100 sets of armor and 200 weapons.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's pretty
as far as
insane.
armor goes, her go-to is the standard Heart Cruise set. But there's also the Heaven's Wheel armor, where she can send swords flying at people, the spiky
Yep.
defensive adamantine armor, and the Black Wing and Flame Empress armors, which have wings for flying.
Don't forget her giant armor, which she uses with a lance, purgatory armor, which has a lot of spikes, and seduction armor? I'm not
It's
really
Fairy
sure
Tail.
what purpose this serves.
Probably to make enemies terribly aroused. Ever tried to fight with an erection, Wiz? Believe me, it's not easy.
Right. Well, Erza claims her most powerful armor is the Armadura Fairy Armor, which is
Haven't
very
seen that one actually.
pink.
These are fancy and all, but sometimes she doesn't even bother suiting up. If her back's against the wall, Erza equips her Clear Heart clothing. This enhances her speed and attack over defense, and channels all her magical energy into her katanas for a decisive blow.
She can
Yeah,
charge
whenever she
magic
pulls that
through
out,
her
good
swords
luck.
To perform all sorts of magical attacks, even mixing and matching weapons and armors to better her chances in a fight.
She's also just really good at sword fighting. Actually, she's really good with a lot of weapons, including hand-to-hand.
All of this makes Erza an excellent addition to the Fairy Tale Guild. She quickly became one of its highest-ranking mages and was the youngest member to ever pass the S-Class Mage Promotion test. An incredibly difficult gauntlet only the strongest and wisest of warriors can even attempt.
Speaking of
Was
achievements,
a whole story
she's
arc.
pretty friggin' strong. Don't believe me? Well, here she is, lancing a hole through a giant floating cube.
This
Yep.
cube was about 100 million cubic miles in volume. To punch through it, Erza's lance must have dealt about 16 kilotons of force.
It's fairy tale.
This is also fast enough to deflect bullets point blank from a flintlock pistol. Guns with a muzzle velocity of about 540 miles per hour. And that's without a speed boost from her armor.
Right, many of her armor sets
wasn't
grant
she
her
in the
stat
speed
boosts,
boost
increasing
armor
her
at the
speed,
time
magic,
of that
defense,
footage?
etc. She survived plenty
GG
of
death battle.
destructive blasts, including one that blew up an island. Considering that island's size, that's an explosion equivalent to 2 kilotons of TNT.
So she's sexy, can survive island-busting attacks, and has a shit ton of weapons? She's basically perfect. Just wish she used a gun or two.
Well, she may have a vast armory, but swapping them in and out requires magic, and she can run her supply down if she's not
Yep.
careful.
So it's just like a mana bar in those fantasy games you always play.
Exactly, though even when she's out of magic, she's still quite deadly in hand-to-hand. Like when she fought her alternate self from another parallel universe.
That was a cool story
That
arc.
universe has a lot less clothing. Sign me up!
But when you're among the best in the guild, you get the job done no matter the limits.
Oh, poor
I will
Natsu.
withstand any physical pain to protect the ones that I love.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once
Two
and
anime
for all.
about true companions, and they're both
It's
about,
time
and
for
these
a
both
death
involve swordsmen.
battle!
This is gonna be good. Oh yeah, Zoro lost an eye during the time skip.
Sorry, lady. Could you point me in the way of the shipyard? I've been looking around for hours.
Oh, I'll do it.
You're the one I'm looking for. Come peacefully and you won't be harmed.
Sorry, I'm busy. Maybe later.
Then we'll have to do this the hard way.
I told you I'm busy!
Yeah, that's pretty accurate to their
Well, I guess
personalities.
we're doing this now.
Oh god, the dialogue is on point here.
Whoa! What?
You're coming with me!
Neat trick.
Whoa. Yeah, that's accurate to One Piece humor. That has to be one of the best sprite oh crap faces I've ever seen. Oh jeez.
Fool. Nothing is worse than the loss of
Yeah,
life.
he's not dead. It's Zoro.
Don't start crying, woman.
What?
So much for all that true strength bullshit, huh?
Yeah, that's Zoro for ya.
I can do this!
Ah, she pulled that armor out. Okay.
Bounty for my guild! For my strength! For my friends!
And Zoro is the Asura technique.
You're not the only one who fights for their friends!
Ah, the clat. Considering favorite anime, I'm happy Zoro won.
Where the hell is that shipyard?
Jesus! Talk about a killing blow!
In the past, Erza could react to projectiles flying over 500 miles per hour, but Zoro could move faster than the eye could see. U.S. Air Force tests have shown that a well-trained human eye can consistently spot and recognize an image in 1/220th of a second. So, in this case, Zoro would have had to move from point A to point B, which is about 57 feet, in 4.5 milliseconds. That's close
Yeah.
to 9,000 miles per hour.
That's more than 5 times faster than a bullet. Erza didn't really rely on speed anyway, and there's no evidence any of her armor magic could have helped close that wide of a gap.
Speaking of her armor, Erza did have more options in defense and weaponry. Unfortunately for her, she was simply outclassed in damage dealt.
Erza could withstand hits of about 2 kilotons, like the blast which destroyed that island, but Zoro has dished out much stronger blows than that.
Slicing Pika in half, for example, was equivalent to 11.5 megatons. That's about 6,000 times bigger than anything Erza has survived.
Yeah.
And while Erza's artificial eye may have seen through Zoro's 9-sword style illusion, it couldn't prevent him from actually attacking her.
She also had that habit of stripping down to clear hard clothing in a bind. Yeah, it gave her more sword power, but at the cost of less defense.
Yeah, that'll do it
like
too.
A good idea on paper, but close-range combat was Zoro's bread and butter.
Erza was mostly self-taught, and while proficient with a blade, Zoro has trained with swords all his life. Even with the greatest swordsman in the world, an up-close duel was exactly what he was looking for.
Yes, she won't be getting a fairy tale ending.
Oh, that was...
Roronoa
Oh. Alright, who's next?
Time on Death Battle.
Did we already... What? the-
I'm Ben, I play Wiz, and next time, Deadpool is back. Oh, God.
Yeah, let's see, he already fought Deathstroke. Who else is he gonna fight? I'm legitimately curious. But yeah, that was a death battle. Holy crap. That has to be one of my favorite death battles as of late, honestly. Not just because of me fanboying over anime, but also because of all the details they got right, and also the humor with the dialogue was just perfect for those two characters. So, yeah. Deadpool's coming back. I am looking forward to who he fights. So, yeah. With all that said, this has been the Triforce of Doom. Peace out.